Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Precious K right here. If you're seeing this face for the first time, you're absolutely welcome to this channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all the love. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and you subscribe. I saw the love from my previous video. Thank you guys so much. You guys can do better. Please comment, share, repost. It's absolutely free to subscribe and do all of the above that I just mentioned. Anyways guys, so today something came to mind, and I just thought to share it as well. You know how before now our parents, their marriages seemed like it was, better. And myself, what's the missing ingredient in today's marriage? Why is the divorce rate so high? Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to come to terms with anything. Everybody's like, oh, everybody stands on their own rights. But in the time of our parents, they stayed, they lasted, But so what's going on with this day and age? And today this question has been bothering me, and not really bothering me, but like I just keep pondering on it. Sometimes, a couple of times, when I hear things or I see things happen. I even had I and my husband were like having a dialogue about, which one is better. And in my own opinion, I was saying that, our parents, our fathers hustled more. They did not ask the wives, what do you bring to the table and all that. But then again, today, a group of people were talking, and I just threw and I threw this question out there. I was like, which one is, which sex is better? The way our parents did it or the way we are doing it now? And everybody seemed to agree that our own generation on our own time is better. But the missing ingredient is patience, endurance. Nobody wants to communicate. Nobody wants to listen. Everybody's woke. Everybody is so, advanced in technology, understands what's going on within their environment. And I was like, sometimes ignorance is even good, because it seemed like our parents or our mothers were very ignorant. It seemed like our mothers were very ignorant. They did not really know their rights, or maybe they knew their rights, but they did not stand on their rights. But this day and age, women are standing on business. They are standing on their rights. Is that a good thing? I don't know. There's no right and wrong answer. It depends on the situation. Obviously, respect should be mutual. Love should be mutual. Everything in a marriage, it takes two to tango. Like, whatever you expect, the next person should also give it to you. So let me know what you guys think. In this day and age, in your own opinion, which one is better? The way our parents did the whole marriage thing, or the way our partners and our boyfriend and our husbands are doing the marriage thing now in this day and age? Which one in your own opinion is better? Someone also mentioned that, of course, that this day and age marriage is better because the men are more caring, they are more attentive. In those days, men did not really care. They did not really pay so much attention to their wives. The wives could not complain when they are cheating. They literally bring the girl they are cheating with into the house. If you talk too much, they even marry the girl. But in this day and age, men are more responsible, they're more disciplined, they're more, attentive to what. So I don't know, there's no right and wrong answer. It all depends on the situation. I can't really pick one above the other, because in those days, the men did some things too that were, good. The women were very ignorant. They did not stand on business. They did not stand on their rights. They endured so much. But in this day and age, nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to communicate. Nobody wants to, everybody is so business minded. Everybody is so like, you give and you give what you receive. Whatever you dish out, that's what I'm going to match your energy, sort of kind of thing. So let me know what you guys think. And also, another big part of a relationship or a marriage that I feel like most people don't really talk about is communication. Communication is so key, because tell me why, if two people are having an argument about something or disagreeing on a particular thing, your ability to actually sit down and work things out, that's what makes the difference. But then sometimes Sometimes you find out that the man is already entangled with another woman, or the woman is already entangled with another man. So nobody wants to even communicate with each other. Everybody is like, if it's not working, it's not working. I'm walking out of the marriage, you know. So that communication, that thing, that is not just patience, it's also communication. Someone, I feel like the missing ingredient is patience, but not just patience, communication as well. I feel like communication should be the key word. I don't see that our parents communicated effectively so well in their own time. I don't really see that. I can't really say that, but I feel like communication, patience, a little bit of things here and there all makes the relationship, the marriage to work, regardless of whatever the issue is. My pastor will always say there is no marital issue, it's always a wisdom problem, because yes, it's a wisdom problem, because if you're having an argument or you're disagreeing on something and you cannot sit down and mediate and talk about whatever it is that is going on, then you don't really need a third party. You know, that's my way of saying you don't really need a third party in your marriage, in your relationship, if the two people can sit down and actually communicate. But most times you find out that one person is not willing to sit down and communicate. But if you get to that point in your relationship or in your marriage where you can sit down regardless of the situation, regardless of the offense, regardless of the anger or whatever the bone of contention is, you can both sit down and talk about it, you find out that it was actually not a big deal. Yeah, because you agree to disagree, you compromise just to make your marriage work. Anybody that tells you, oh, don't compromise, I don't care, social media people, you know, they will advise you, they'll tell you, don't listen. For what? I don't care. The man should know better, the woman should know better. How dare he, how dare she? From how dare you, everybody, this one goes their way, this one goes their way. There's actually no need for all of that if you can actually sit down and think about it. So that's my way of saying that. I feel like, in my own opinion, I might be wrong, I might not be, coordinating my thoughts very well, I might not be coordinating my thoughts very well in this very moment, but I strongly believe that communication, patience, has a great, you know, role it plays in the how well your marriage works. And also, if your partner does not have somebody that they can listen to, like, those people that say, once I make up my mind, nobody in this world can make me change my mind. Run from that person. If you're not already married to the person, flee, like pack your things and run away. If you're already married to the person, though, but there should be somebody that you know you can talk to, and the person will have a change of heart. Do you understand? It's very important. You should have a higher authority. Your partner, your husband, you yourself, you should have a higher authority over you. It can be your pastor, it can be your mom, it can be anybody, but there should be somebody that would talk to your spouse on your behalf, and the person should be able to listen. Ordinarily, for me, I would my go-to would be, there's actually no need for a third person. The two people in the relationship should be able to sit down and resolve their problem. That communication. But I know that in some situations, tension, everything, emotions are high, tension is high, and everything, you might not be able to listen. There should be somebody that both of you, respect, that can talk sense into you. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this particular topic. What do you think is the missing ingredient between how our parents handled their relationships, their marriages, and how we are doing it now? Is it communication? Is it patience? Is it ignorance? What is it that we are missing? Because something is definitely missing somewhere. We didn't even talk about the finance part. Our mothers then depended so much on the men. The men provided everything. The men were okay with providing everything. But this day and age, some men want their wives to work, go out. Hi guys, I didn't know that at this point this video was not recording anymore. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and you subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys. See you in my next one.